Chinese people believe everybody's features on your face. It's represent a different meaning of your personality. If you have big-eyed, cute big-eyed, and a long lash, it means one meaning. If you have a chinky eyes like me, have another meaning. So I think this is very important because 60% of our communication is non-verbal communication. So when you meet the first time, when you meet someone, the first impressions come from the looking. No matter female meet a guy, he's good looking. Maybe you think you want to communicate with this guy more. If this girl is good looking, of course, in the club, you want to, buy her a drink, and talk to her. So I think if you know a little bit about face reading, maybe you can find a very good, very cute boyfriend and girlfriend in the future. So, and as a human, I don't want to talk about this. For a human resources manager, for human resource department managers, if you know face reading in the interviewed sections, will help you to select very efficiency and upward attitude employees for your future corporations. So actually face reading comes from 2,000 years ago in China. Chinese people believe different eyes, nose, mouth, and the shape of your face tell people a story, tell people who you are. Can you be my friend? So let me go through this 4 types of a typical face shape with you. And people have a round face, always very easy to communicate, very kind. They would like to help friends out. They like to talk. If you have anything you need help, find a round face person in the street, okay? You lost your cell phone, found a wrong person, wrong face people in the street. Square people is quite demanding. They know what they want. They know what they need. They know their purpose. They don't need you to tell him or her what to do, what they want to do. And the shape of oblong. These kind of people, they don't like to communicate with you. They have their own little secret inside of heart. They are very smart. And the shape of triangle, I think so many Western people, like Americans, have a triangle face. This kind of people is the smart people and good at work. And they think too much. They say people have a triangle face, think too much, and bring yourself in the bad situations. Maybe presentation not really hard, when you step on the front, that's easy. So don't think too much. And for the eyes is a window for your soul. This is what Asian people believe. I think Americans or entire world people believe the eye is the window. So Chinese people, when you see the eyes, when I see your eyes, I can tell your heart. So let's go see what the eyes represent to us. If a people have uneven set eyes, it means the people is very see things in the different ways. They have their own opinions, and they are very good at solving the problems. And if a people have upwards eyes, it's like this kind of people. There is the opportunist. They know what they want to do. They know what they can be, and they are very good at planning how to plan their career, how to plan their futures. For the wide side eyes, these people most of the time, these kind of people don't want to accept people's advice. They want to have their own little space and little time to explore their creativities. And for the deep set eyes, these kind of people, they have very intense personalities. They have their own judgment. Sometimes when you talk to them, not easy because they look serious. And let's go through the nose. Personally, I have flat nose. I'm so sorry. And I don't put my nose, what my nose means in here, because these 4 types of nose is very typical in Asian and American. So first is a high bridge nose. These kind of people have very high degree of energy. They are not really easy to tired, and they have very conscious mind. They very focused on what things they are doing. Very working very hard. And then second type of nose are credit line nose. They are have very strong will, very independent. They don't rely on families. They, open their own business. They very independent of co-workers at work. And for the large nose, these people is focused on materials and don't like anything like there is not a good soulmate. And for the upturn nose, these kind of people like to talk to someone. Maybe it's good for work at front desk, or maybe good for work at customer service. For the mouth, if people have a thick mouth, Chinese people believe this kind of people is always very generous. They would like to help people, and they're very good at communicate. And if people have a very narrow lips, it means this kind of people, they never can enjoy everything. They have too many complaints. The life is no good, the food is no good, the service is no good, the boss always no good. I don't know. So, it's so many complaints for this kind of people. And for the small lips, the people is always feel very easy to self-considerate and this kind of people is like, they don't talk too much, but they know what they feel about a company, what they feel about their boss. And for the last type is this kind of people like buying, like purchasing, like be a big spenders. I don't know if that's true, but this is face reading tell me this is all the people they do have. And I hope this kind of things you think is true. I think, do you want to set a really fun example in our classroom, and we can do a little bit, expand for the person. For example, Professor Cisco, can I use you as an example?
Absolutely.
What do you think? What type of eyes, Professor?
I have big nose.
So if a big nose, so which means our professors are very
high energy level.
Very energy levels. So that's why she's make everybody very excited during the class for 3.5 hours. And what type of eyes she do have?
I don't know.
I think you do have the deep set
eyes.
Yeah.
Intensity.
Because when we communicate you, we can tell what you want. You do have your judgment, although you ask us suggestions, but you know what you want to do though. Okay. So I hope this can help others, because in my personal experiences, maybe some American things, face reading is a new topic for you. But I should tell you that's not a new topic, because we are face reading person every single day, especially the strangers. So, and everybody can tell you do have a handout from me. That is because we only have 5 minutes to to explain this topic. So this is another concept, another things you can find from your face. You can find your career. You can find your children's. You can find your marriage. You can find the you can find your assets. Will you be a rich man or poor man? And will you be hired by a big corporation or not? In this map. And if you want to know, and also I hope through these presentations, you can see the person and have a little bit of idea from the new strangers you know. And for our Chinese culture, if we feel miserable, we feel, I don't know where the way I can go, we went to the fortune teller. Especially when the daughter gets older, mom always went to the fortune teller, went to the face reading person, and they tell you what your daughter, which kind of husband she can find, what kind of career she can get. That's real thing. I went to fortune teller last year. So I think maybe because it's 2 years, things, of course they taught us something. And if you want to know more information about face reading, this is one of our website I get from all my informations. And you can read and explore more new information and new knowledges about face readings. Thanks for listening to my presentation, and have a great night.